Haven't you heard this line over and over again? Want to get rich? Just save up, cut your spending, live frugally, and your wealth will pile up. I bet most of us, whether it's from our parents, grandparents, or even school, have had this mindset drilled into our heads. But here's the thing. Have you ever noticed a paradox? If that's really the golden rule, if pinching pennies is the path to riches, then why do some people who clutch their wallets tightest still watch their money slip away, their finances stuck in a constant struggle? Meanwhile, you see others who seem almost recklessly generous, giving freely, and yet money flows to them like a river, their wealth growing bigger and their prosperity just keeps expanding. Doesn't that feel downright illogical sometimes? I get it. I've been there too, feeling the exact same way. Honestly, I used to get a little annoyed when I heard about the generosity of the wealthy. I was convinced that you had to have a ton of money first to even think about giving it away. I mean, how can someone scraping by, barely covering their meals, possibly afford to share with others? Wouldn't giving just make them even more broke? It sounded absurd, right? But then, life led me to a remarkable teacher. This mentor opened my eyes to a mind-blowing truth, a principle that completely flipped how I saw money and the road to wealth. Today, I want to share that truth with you, straight from the heart. It's so simple you'll wonder, why didn't I see this sooner? Yet it's the bedrock of lasting prosperity that anyone can tap into. Here's the jaw-dropping truth. Truly wealthy people didn't start giving after they got rich. They became rich because they dared to give first, generously, and that's what sparked their wealth and sustained it. Sounds like it defies all the logic you've been taught, doesn't it? But hold on, let's take a quick peek at some of the biggest names on the planet, the top billionaires whose names scream wealth. Take Bill Gates. He's donated over $50 billion to charities worldwide. Has that made him poorer? Not at all. His wealth keeps growing like mushrooms after a rainstorm. Then there's Elon Musk, a genius with crazy ideas that change the world. He has said he's ready to pour nearly all his wealth into advancing technology and serving humanity. Does he ever seem worried about running out of money? Nope, not for a second. And today, he's one of the richest people alive building a financial empire. Or look at Warren Buffett, the legendary Oracle of Omaha. He's pledged to give away over 99% of his fortune, yet his wealth still climbs year after year. You see the shining common thread here? The more generous these people are, the more value they create for their communities in the world, the less they struggle financially. Instead, they attract wealth like a giant magnet pulling in money. This isn't random luck. This isn't a coincidence. This is a universal law at work. Generosity, the true source of lasting wealth. So what's this universal law? It's the law of karma. Alongside the law of attraction, the law of karma is one of the most powerful, undeniable forces in the universe. It's simple, yet profound. You reap what you sow. If you want money and wealth in your life, you've got to actively plant it. This isn't some mystical magic. It's a conscious choice. Want money? Give money first. Want health? Share health by taking care of yourself and helping others live healthier lives. Want love? Give love freely, without strings attached. Picture it like this. Every time you give something, whether it's a single dollar, a bit of your time, a helpful piece of advice, or even a heartfelt compliment, you're planting a seed in the universe. And the universe, with its perfect system, takes that seed, nurtures it, and when the time is right, it blooms into hundreds, even thousands of sweet fruits from that one tiny seed you planted. Think of it like a small orange seed you tuck into the soil. Over time, it grows into a thriving tree, bursting with lush green branches and producing hundreds, maybe thousands of juicy oranges. Every dollar you give, no matter how small, comes back to you multiplied, often far beyond what you gave in the first place. This isn't some woo-woo mystery, it's a logical law of value exchange. When you create and share value, you receive value in return, sometimes in abundance. Did you know that the Jewish people, who make up just 0.2% of the world's population, account for a staggering 10%, some sources even say up to 25%, of the world's billionaires? That's wildly disproportionate, right? They follow a powerful principle called tzedakah, which means giving away at least 10% of their income to keep the flow of wealth alive. Jewish tradition holds that the more you give without expecting anything in return, the more trust and support you earn from your community. They believe that when you plant seeds of help and kindness, you harvest a strong network ready to lift you up when you need it. As the saying goes, the more you give, the more you get. This isn't just a feel-good promise. It's an undeniable law of karma in life and business. So, my friend, get clear on what you want. Then, with the right mindset and an open heart, take action to plant the right seeds. If you want money, give money. Share your value, pour in your full dedication. Have you noticed? Every major philosophy, religion, and universal law out there agrees on one thing: generosity, especially when it comes to money, is key. In the Bible, teachings about giving echo everywhere, like a rock-solid promise. Proverbs 11:24 says, "One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty." Or take Luke 6:38, a powerful promise that hits you right in the heart. "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." Crystal clear, right? Poured into your lap, running over, that's a promise you can't doubt. And Deuteronomy 15:10 seals it: "Give generously to them, and do so without a grudging heart. Then, because of this, the Lord your God will bless you in all your work and in everything you put your hand to." Now let's shift to the East. In Buddhism, the Buddha taught that those who give generously will enjoy lasting blessings, and wealth doesn't come from holding tight, but from sharing. If someone gives even a little with a compassionate heart, they'll receive boundless blessings. In Islam, the Quran emphasizes zakat, the obligation to give, a mandatory act for Muslims. In Arab nations, people give about 2.5% of their income yearly to help others, whether they feel like it or not, and Allah rewards them with multiplied wealth. That's why billionaires in places like Dubai or Iran live such jaw-dropping, luxurious lives. Do you see the pattern here? Every major religion, every ancient philosophy plays like a grand symphony, all singing the same tune. Be ready to give, because the more you give, the more you receive. This isn't just spiritual truth. It holds up in the energy and psychology of our financial lives too. So how do you plant money seeds effectively using the science of the diamond cutter wisdom seed system to make wealth flow to you like an endless stream? Here's how. Follow these 4 steps to ensure every act of giving becomes a powerful seed that's guaranteed to sprout and bear fruit, so you'll never end up empty-handed. Step 1, pinpoint exactly what you want in one clear, simple sentence. In this case, you want wealth, a steady flow of money or financial freedom. So picture it vividly. I want an extra $50,000 in my account by the end of this year, or I want my passive income to hit $20,000 a month. The more specific you are, the stronger your seed takes root and grows. Step 2, find someone who shares your desire and make a plan to help them. This is the most crucial step, yet so many people skip it. If you want money, seek out someone who needs money, is struggling financially, or wants to boost their income. For example, let's say you're aiming for $50,000. Look for a friend drowning in bills, a charity project short on funds, or a family member needing help with medical costs. Then, plan to support them with money. You can start small. Sounds counterintuitive, right? You're trying to make money and now you're giving it away? But this is the heart of the law of karma. $1 given with the right intention has the power of a seed that brings back thousands. You don't have to give huge amounts or stress yourself out. If money's tight, don't feel pressured to give a big sum. Start with whatever feels comfortable. 1%, 2%, or 5% of your income is a fantastic beginning. What matters most is consistency and your mindset. Think about it, $5 as a generous tip for a hardworking server, $10 to buy a meal for someone homeless, or $50 donated to a trustworthy charity. Each tiny act is a powerful seed. You can even give by investing in someone else's growth, like buying a friend a finance book they need or covering the cost of a skill-building course they can't afford. That's still planting money seeds because you're helping them gain tools to create their own wealth. Step 3. Take action with joy and consistency, like a farmer tending their garden. When you give, do it with a heart full of joy and generosity, without calculating what you'll get back. Remember, you're planting your financial tree. Each time you give, picture that seed sinking into the universe's fertile soil, soaking up nutrients and growing strong. Do this regularly. Not just once and done. Like watering a plant, you need to nurture it daily or weekly for it to thrive. Set a goal to give every week or month. Even a small amount counts. Consistency is the key. Here's a practical plan. Each week, set aside a small sum, like 1% of your income, for giving. It could go to a charity, a reputable social organization, or even buying a meal for someone in need. Every day, look for non-material ways to give too, like treating a coworker to coffee, gifting a book to someone who needs it, or sharing your expertise to help someone at work. For example, teach someone a skill that helps them earn money. Offer time to help a family member finish a task, connect someone to new clients, or simply share generous words of encouragement to lift a loved one through tough times. Many people might argue, I'm struggling. How can I possibly give away 10% or 20% of my income? Or I need to save for myself first. That's a natural thought and I get it. But here's the thing. In your toughest moments, the principle of giving becomes even more powerful and essential. The key is to start building the habit of giving. As Napoleon Hill famously said, giving is the fastest way to receive. When you give, even just a little, you're sending a bold message to the universe or the creator, whatever you call it, that you believe in abundance, that you're not afraid of lack. This doesn't just open the door for new blessings. It's an act of faith and gratitude that shifts your mindset from fear of scarcity to trust and abundance. Focus on the deeper meaning of giving, sharing, compassion, and faith, not just its material value. Start small to build the habit. Donate a few thousand dong, help a beggar, or buy a meal for someone in need. As you practice this, your mind gradually shifts from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance, and that's when new opportunities start showing up. Always remember this, the harder things get, the more you should give. Because when you give in tough times, it shows extraordinary faith and generosity, and that's often rewarded in ways that blow your mind beyond anything you could imagine. The trap of selfishness, calculation, and envy, the invisible barrier to wealth. You see, wealth doesn't come from hoarding, it comes from flow. And that flow can get blocked, completely stalled by behaviors that go against the law of karma, by negative seeds we unknowingly plant every day without even realizing it. The fundamental mistake people make is not understanding this core law of karma, which leads to some absurd contradictions. They sow negative, pessimistic thoughts about life and money, believing money is the root of all evil, or that rich people are bad. Yet, ironically, they crave a positive outcome, a prosperous, fulfilling life. That's like planting spicy chili seeds and desperately hoping for sweet apples. Or haven't you noticed? Some people are constantly jealous, resentful of those who are wealthier or more talented, gossiping, tearing them down behind their backs, all while secretly wishing to be as successful and rich as them. You're planting seeds of scarcity and envy. How can you expect to harvest abundance and success? Or maybe you live in a calculating, stingy way, always nickel and diming, terrified of losing even a penny, unwilling to give even a little, yet you want a life overflowing with money, respect, and help from others when times get tough. You're slamming the door on receiving with your own tight-fisted mindset. And then there's this. Some people are possessive, controlling, and jealous in their relationships, suffocating their loved ones with no room for freedom, yet they long to be cherished, pampered, and loved unconditionally. Love is a seed too. If you plant seeds of control, you'll reap suffocation and loss in your relationships. See the pattern? These behaviors are the clearest proof of planting chili seeds and expecting apples. And when the universe delivers chilies, as it's designed to do, people complain, why is God so unfair to me? Why am I not as lucky as others? But the truth is, the universe is always faithful and fair. Those negative thoughts, words, and actions, especially selfishness, calculation, and envy, create invisible barriers, thick curtains that block the flow of prosperity to you. To break free from this trap and purify those negative seeds using the ancient wisdom of karma, you need to act intentionally in the opposite way. Instead of envy, genuinely celebrate others' success. When you see someone thriving, practice rejoicing. Cheer for them from the bottom of your heart as if their win is yours. Imagine them happy and let that joy lift you too. This plants seeds of success and abundance for yourself. Instead of being stingy or calculating, give generously, as I mentioned earlier. Practice generosity in every area, not just money. Be lavish with your compliments, your help, your time. Instead of being possessive, give freedom and trust. In relationships, Respect others' space and privacy. Offer trust and freedom, and you'll receive respect and genuine love in return. Whenever you catch yourself slipping into envious or calculating thoughts, pivot immediately. Shift your mindset and actions right then and there. That's how you uproot bad seeds and plant good ones, transforming your financial destiny. Gratitude and coffee meditation, nurturing and multiplying the seeds of prosperity. It doesn't matter how much or how little you give. What matters is your generous heart. When you give with generosity, especially when it's fueled by deep gratitude, you radiate a sense of joy, abundance, and happiness from helping others. You'll realize that sometimes you're luckier than millions out there, and you can make a real difference. That feeling doesn't make you poorer. On the contrary, when you use money to do good, the universe opens up streams of wealth 10, even 100 times greater, because you're planting good seeds, and good seeds always bear sweet fruit. Trust me, gratitude is the golden thread weaving together every principle of prosperity. Gratitude isn't just a positive attitude or some abstract idea. It's an infinite source of energy, a simple psychological law backed by science. When you focus on what you have, even the smallest things, and feel grateful for them, you shift your mindset and attract more positive things, new opportunities into your life. It's not mystical. It's about changing your vibrational frequency to draw in more of the good stuff. I still remember my own journey vividly. It took me nearly a year to clear a mountain of debt that felt impossible. And guess what? Just 3 months after applying these principles, I started having a few $100,000 in my account. From there, over the years, that number grew exponentially, reaching levels I never dared dream of before. I did it, and millions of others around the world have too. We don't have any superpowers you don't have. We just understood and applied the universe's laws correctly. Now let's dive into the most critical step from the ancient Tibetan wisdom, the diamond cutter's seed system, the secret sauce, to multiplying the good seeds you planted and making them bloom fast: coffee meditation. Coffee meditation isn't some complex practice requiring you to sit cross-legged with scented candles. It's simple. Every night, ideally before bed or whenever you have a quiet moment, take a few minutes to reflect on all the good things you did that day or week. Think deeply about each generous act. Did you give money to someone? Did you help someone out? Did you offer a compliment? Did you share knowledge? Then feel joy, happiness, and deep gratitude for those actions. Let the joy of planting those good seeds wash over you. Let that happiness spread through your whole body. The more joyful and grateful you feel, the more you water those seeds, making them grow exponentially faster. This is the magic of coffee meditation. It multiplies the energy of your seeds, making them burst into life. Picture your seeds sprouting and growing day by day. Visualize money flowing to you, new opportunities arriving, your life becoming more prosperous because of your giving. Here's a real-life example of coffee meditation. Let's say today you gave $5 to a homeless person with a compassionate heart. Tonight, before bed, you lie down, close your eyes, and think, today I gave $5 to someone in need. I feel so happy I could help, even just a little. They must have felt so relieved to get that money. Thank you, universe, for giving me the chance to plant this good seed. I know it's growing and will bring amazing things back to me. You keep replaying these positive thoughts, soaking in the joy and gratitude. See how simple that is? Why is coffee meditation so crucial? Why is it non-negotiable? Because when you plant a good seed, if you don't water it with joy and gratitude, it grows slowly, or maybe not at all. Coffee meditation is how you water and fertilize your seeds, giving them the ultimate energy boost. The more joyful and grateful you are, the stronger your seeds grow, and the results come faster and bigger, way bigger. So what's your daily practice, a formula anyone can follow? You might think this sounds lofty or hard to fit into a busy life. Don't worry. I'll share a secret recipe to weave seed planting and coffee meditation into your daily routine in the simplest way possible. Simplicity and consistency are the keys to unlocking wealth. As soon as you wake up, think of one thing you're grateful for right away, like a new day, your health, or the roof over your head. Let that gratitude fill you up. Then ask yourself, how can I help someone today? Pick a small action, like I'll smile at everyone I meet, or I'll spend 5 minutes listening to a coworker's troubles. While brushing your teeth or showering for 3-5 minutes, use that time to practice coffee meditation for the seeds you planted yesterday or last week. If it's safe, close your eyes while showering, or just reflect while brushing. Recall a kind act you did and feel the joy and gratitude for it. Picture your seed sprouting and growing strong. Before starting work or school, take 1-2 minutes to visualize yourself working hard, creating value, and helping others through your efforts. For example, I'll pour my heart into making the best product or service for my clients, solving their problems. This is how you plant helping seeds through your daily work. On your commute to work or school, instead of listening to negative news, focus on the people around you. Look for chances to plant seeds. I'll let someone merge in traffic, or I'll send a kind thought to that driver or pedestrian, or just flash a smile at someone you pass. During lunch, as you eat, be grateful for every bite, every grain of rice, every sip of water. This deepens your gratitude. If you can, treat someone to a meal or even a drink. It's a simple, meaningful act of generous seed planting. In the evening, after dinner and before relaxing, spend 5-10 minutes writing down at least 3-5 things you're grateful for from the day. It could be anything: a compliment you received, solving a tough problem, or enjoying a delicious meal with family. Before bed, this is the golden moment to fully practice coffee meditation. Lie down, relax. Reflect on all the good deeds you did today or even in the past that you want to multiply. Who did you help? What did you give? Did you say kind words to someone? Did you think positively about anyone? Feel the joy, happiness, and deep gratitude for each action, as if you're savoring the rich aroma of a warm cup of coffee after a long day. Let these positive feelings lull you to sleep. This helps your seeds grow strong even while you're dreaming, so you wake up the next morning bursting with energy to keep planting. Try this practical exercise this week. Give a small amount, maybe just $5, $10, or a small tip for a meal, or if you're able, 5% or 10% of your income, to something meaningful. It could be helping someone in need, supporting the homeless, or donating to a charity you trust. After doing it, notice how your feelings shift. You'll see that when you give with a loving heart, when someone struggling benefits from your help, you feel happy and lucky that your money made a difference. That feeling doesn't make you poorer. On the contrary, when you use money for good, the universe opens up streams of wealth 10, even 100 times greater, in ways you can't predict. Keep practicing giving with love consistently every day, week, and month. And never skip coffee meditation each night. I promise you, within 3-6 months, you'll start seeing money flow back to you in surprising ways, through new opportunities, helpful people, or income sources you never imagined. I guarantee if you grasp this law and stick with it, you'll never have to live in poverty or beg for money again. Lasting wealth and abundance in every area of life will come to you because you've learned to plant money seeds wisely and nurture them well. Your job now is to stay consistent, keep planting, and joyfully await your bountiful harvest. If you find these insights valuable and want to continue exploring amazing secrets to attract wealth, master your finances, and build a prosperous life, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our valuable videos. Let's build a community of people living wisely and achieving financial freedom together. I can't wait to see you in the next video.